Welcome everyone, I'm Arpan representing Vedabi Global Services, a specialist in providing support and services in BI and EPM space. We provide pre-sales support, health checkup and optimization, installation configuration, upgrade migration, support and maintenance, and end-to-end implementation. Here is the agenda for the webinar today. We will see infrastructural aspects of Oracle SmartView for Office. We will cover topics such as introduction to SmartView, SmartView deployment, where we will see the architecture of SmartView and installation of SmartView. We will also see the SmartView environment. SmartView is basically a Microsoft Office add-in which provides Microsoft Office products with capabilities such as ad hoc analysis by connecting to EPM and BI products. It is used to analyze, update, and then report the data which is analyzed using SmartView. It provides a common Microsoft Office interface for Oracle's EPM and BI products. So we need only SmartView to connect to all the EPM and BI products that we have. SmartView provides us with features such as ad hoc or free-form analysis. Then it also enables us to interact with the predefined forms which are there developed using planning. Then we can design reports using the abilities that we are provided by Microsoft Office product suite. Then we can also have access to the pre-created content in OBI-EE, which can be graphs, charts, and we can then access this content and later modify and report. Some of the key capabilities that SmartView provides us are the ability to integrate data in Office products. If we connect to any data source through SmartView, then we can directly retrieve the data into our Office product suite. SmartView provides us with full ad hoc capabilities for Hyperion Financial Management, ISBase, Hyperion Planning, and OBI-EE. It provides us with point-of-view search. Report creation using Office tool is another feature that SmartView provides us. We can use this Microsoft Office tools for report creation and the features provided by Microsoft Office. Then it also provides us a VBA toolkit for custom Office-based analytics. This is to develop some custom reporting applications using VBA language, which is done to achieve automation for reporting. You can see a listing of SmartView versions that we have seen till date. A pre-Oracle version existed, which was version 7, which was later modified, and a version System 9 was developed, which bundled the SmartView with ISBase. Then in SmartView version 11.1.1, a key feature was introduced, which was we required to connect to provider to connect SmartView with the data source. In version 11.1.2, we could see some data source specific ribbon tabs after connection with the data source. In version SmartView 1.2.1, support to Microsoft Office version 2010 was provided, but it was limited to only 32-bit versions. In version 1.2.2, some new extensions were added to the SmartView, which were extension for predictive planning and Oracle Hyperion strategic finance. Also, support to 64-bit Office for version 2010 was provided. In version 1.2.3, some extension for planning administration was added, and in the version SmartView 1.2.5, the installer was simplified. We require only a single installer for installing SmartView. Also, a key important thing that we should discuss here is that ISBase add-in will no longer be shipped by Oracle. Starting from version from EPM version 1 to 3. Let us see the architecture that SmartView employs. SmartView, as I mentioned earlier, is a client tool. So it is an Office add-in, so it lies at client tier. It needs to connect with some provider to connect to the data source. So a middleware technology lies in between data source and SmartView. This provider can be product-based provider or provider services. Some of the products like Hyperion Financial Management and Hyperion Enterprise require their own product-based provider to connect with the data source, but products like Sbase Planning can connect using the technology such as provider services. These provider services require a web application server for themselves to be executed. SmartView enables us to replace the many Excel add-ins that existed prior to SmartView reaching parity with Sbase add-in. These many Excel add-ins were required to access EPM suite of products. So we probably require n number of Excel add-ins for n number of EPM products. But SmartView replaces all these add-ins and it enables us to connect to the data source using only a single client tool, which is SmartView. Then SmartView is an Office add-in and is not limited to Excel add-in. So basically we can use SmartView in all the Microsoft Office suite products and not just the Excel. This is the SmartView architecture that we were just talking about earlier. It lies at a client tier, then provider services act as or lies at application server tier, which connect the SmartView to the data tier. Installation of SmartView. Installing SmartView has a prerequisite which we need to follow. We need to ensure that Microsoft Office is installed with VBA options enabled in it. Then we can see the certification matrix that is provided by Oracle for version which is compatible with our EPM version. Generally speaking, we can have SmartView installed for any EPM version if you have the provider service and the data source of same version. We can download SmartView from eDelivery, or we can install it directly from EPM Workspace if we have it in our EPM product suite. From EPM Workspace, we need to navigate to Tools, then to Install, and then we can choose an option SmartView to install SmartView from Workspace. If you proceed through this installation wizard, the installation will get successful, and after a successful installation, we can see a brand new tab in our Microsoft Office suite products, which will be SmartView. We can also install SmartView using silently using the command shown here. Then provider as a middleware. For Sbase as a data source, provider services are required to be installed. As even mentioned earlier, that products like Sbase and Planning can connect to data source or to SmartView using a middleware technology which is provider services, while products such as Hyperion Financial Management and Hyperion Enterprise require their own providers, which are product specific providers. These providers take care of the traffic between client and data source. Generally, the communication between SmartView and the data source takes place like this. First, the client connects with the provider using HTTP or HTTPS protocol. Then provider connects with the data source using native application programming interfaces. Then providers give the replies or result to the client using some XML files or via any suitable HTTP protocol. Let us now see the SmartView environment that we are provided once we have a successful installation of SmartView. So this includes SmartView components. SmartView components contain SmartView ribbons which we are provided. These ribbons vary and depend upon the action that we perform using SmartView options. And basically we perform all the SmartView functionality using the commands in the ribbon. SmartView ribbon, we can see after installation of SmartView will always present in our worksheet throughout our any operation. Then there's a ribbon for a data source which is activated after connecting to any data source. Then we can see an ad hoc version of ribbon which is displayed only after performing an ad hoc operation or ad hoc analysis for any cube or any form in our data source. Then there can be some separate ribbons for any other extensions that your SmartView administrator might have installed. SmartView component contains a very important SmartView panel from which we actually operate all the SmartView connections. We can see a home button from where we can actually access connections such as shared and private. Shared connections will show the shared connection URL that we connect with, while private connections button will enable us to be presented with all the private connections URL that we might be having with us. Then we can access task lists from SmartView panel. Then we can have action panel which depends upon the connection or the task lists with which we have connected. Then we can see document contents in the SmartView panel which contains information about existing connections and contents in the worksheet. Then we can have some extension specific panels in the SmartView panel. Let us see how to manage connection in SmartView. This is done using SmartView panel again. We can see a couple of buttons there for each for shared connection and private connection. Shared connection will basically have a centrally located file which will contain a URL in it, to which we later on connect using shared connection. This can be also this file can also be installed on each SmartView client machine or on web server. So if we install this file on web server, we will require an HTTP access to this file. The shared connection though has one limitation, that they can't be edited from SmartView panel. Though you can save the shared connection as private connection and then later on can go ahead with making changes or modifications to this URL. As just said, that we can have a private connection by saving shared connection as a private. Then we can also enter the URLs manually and we can set them as a private connection. The benefit of private connection is like we can connect to a specific cube or a specific form of any data source directly. So we won't see all the list of cubes or forms that we might be having in our data source. We can directly connect to the cube or database to which we want to connect using private connection. Once we create any private connection, that connection is activated as soon as it is created. We can also manage connection from an XML file. This file is basically for shared connection. This file will contain information for connections such as the URL to which we want to connect, the provider to which we want to connect, the name of the provider that we want to see in the SmartView panel. We can connect to multiple Essbase databases on a single worksheet. Also same thing applies to the OBIE catalogs. We can connect to multiple OBIE catalogs in a single worksheet. Then dimensions and members. Dimensions are data categories used for organization of business data. Dimension contain hierarchies of members grouped within them. These members can be selected from member selection dialog box of data source ribbon, but with dimension we face one limitations, and that is we can't use some keywords which are some keywords as a dimension name, as SmartView reserves some of these keywords as delimiters in SmartView cell functions. Basically, we select members using this member selection dialog box as shown here. You can see a dimension which is expanded into its children here. You can see a text box here. Here it is we are required to type a member name using which we can find the member name if we know the member name for which we want to perform analysis. You can also change the dimension using the dimension selector drop down here. Then you can view the dimensions or members from dimensions either as a list or list as a hierarchy or as a dynamic time series members. You can then filter these results using some options such as UDAs, attributes, aliases, formulas, and comments. So for member selection, we can use the ad hoc data source ribbon which gets activated once we click over ad hoc analysis. So using this ribbon too, we can select member selection. There is a button which is named as member selector, and we can select the members from that button too. It will open a member selection dialog box. Then from SmartView panel, by right clicking over a cube, we can also open this member selection dialog box. Then if we want to change this change the dimension for which we want the members, then we can use the dimension selector button in the dimension selector dialog box. We can directly search for a member in the search field too if we know the member name. These members can then be filtered using filter options. Also we can select members using the point of view toolbar that we will be provided in the worksheet. We can see some ellipses down the dimension name, and if we can select those ellipses, we will again be presented with the member selection dialog box. If we know the dimensions of our organization, then we can also employ a free-form mode in the worksheet for member selection. This requires us to enter the member names directly into the worksheet and then performing the ad hoc analysis over them. If the member names are correct, then we will be able to see the results for those members. We can also have an option for member selection which enables us to show the aliases along with the member names in the same worksheet. For this, we need to use the SmartView option, SmartView member option, rather I should say, from where we need to check the member name and alias option for member option. Aliases are nothing but the alternate names that we use for database member names. So using this facility, we can show both the member names and the alias for that selected member name in the same worksheet. Then we can see the member information using member information button. Clicking over this button, we will see some tabs which are applicable to the member and connection. We can see some information of member, then aliases, attributes, formula, and comments. Then we will be provided with ad hoc analysis facility or a feature in SmartView environment. This basically consists of retrievals and analysis of data. Once we connect to the data source, then we can right click over it and say click over ad hoc analysis, which will open ad hoc analysis tab in besides the SmartView tab. Using the commands in that tab, we can perform several other operations for ad hoc analysis. So this ad hoc analysis can be done over a smart slice, a planning form, or even a cube. We can have some options while enabled while doing ad hoc analysis, which are generally checked while performing ad hoc analysis. If you have some predefined Excel templates which have some pre-built formulas in its cells, then you can enable preserve Excel formula option, which is under member options in Smart View options. Enabling this option will preserve all the Excel formulas that you have in your Excel sheet even after refreshing the worksheet. Then we can have some formatting option enabled for ad hoc analysis. We can use either Excel or SmartView to handle the formatting. If we want SmartView to handle the formatting, then we need to explore the SmartView options that we will be provided in the SmartView ribbon. And if you want to use Excel, then we can discard the SmartView options for formatting, and we can use some Excel formatting options such as conditional formatting. So this will enable the Excel to handle formatting. Then some other operations include zooming in and zooming out. These operations are for retrieving the children and descendants of any selected member. Then we can have an option like formula fill, which enables the formula to be propagated to the other retrieved children of any member in the worksheet. Suppose if we have a member which is assigned with a formula, then if we enable this formula fill option, then after having some ad hoc analysis such as zooming in and zoom out, then after zooming in we can see that same formula being assigned to all the members that are retrieved after performing ad hoc analysis. Then we can pivot a dimension between rows and columns. We can use options such as keep only and remove only. The keep only option enables us to keep only a single selected member that we selected. Then we can remove only a single member which we select. Then we can have multiple grids on a worksheet for ad hoc analysis. Suppose we want to compare actual budget versus planned one, so we can have a grid on our worksheet for which connects with planning, and another grid in the same worksheet which connects with SBase. Then we can employ butterfly reports in our worksheet. We can also have cascading reports. We will see some SmartView general options that we are provided with, and this includes the most important part of SmartView general option, which is importing metadata in some target worksheets. Suppose you want to perform migration of your worksheets which have some metadata in it, then you can do so. For that you need to ensure that you have improved metadata storage options selected in SmartView options. Basically the metadata consists of point of views, alias tables, and connection information in it. So migrating this information from a destination worksheet to a target worksheet can be done using this import metadata option. So first of all, we need to copy the contents of destination worksheet from using Excel option, which is simply a copy command. We can paste this contents later in the target worksheet. Then we can select and import metadata from SmartView general menu in target worksheet. Remember, we need to keep the target target and destination worksheets open in the background. So once we select the import metadata option from SmartView general option in target worksheet, we'll be provided with some worksheet options that we can select. So select the select the target worksheet, or rather destination worksheet, from this option and import the metadata in it by clicking over OK. Some other general options are sheet information, which contains information about any worksheet which can be the content stored in it, which can be metadata like connection information or any comments, etc. We can enable automatic column width adjustment using this general option, which enables us to which enables SmartView to handle the column width once it retrieves data in the worksheets. And we can copy data between Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. This is required if we want to have same set of data from Excel into Word, and then if we need to perform some ad hoc analysis options in Word also, then we can do so by copying the data points from Excel into Word. Then there is an option to undo and redo operations, but these operations behave differently when employed with different data sources. For example, while performing ad hoc analysis with Essbase, HFM, and Hyperion Enterprise data sources, the undo option undoes zoom in and zoom out functionality which has been performed. While working with forms with HFM Planning and Hyperion Enterprise, this undo button undoes the last action which was performed in that cell. We will see some of the SmartView options that are provided. First of it is the shared connection URL. We can modify the shared connection URL from the advanced option in SmartView options. And the shared connection URL is used to connect the SmartView with data source using the shared connection URL, which can be stored at a web server too. And we can control the number of most recently used items in the worksheet. We can also delete all these most recently used items. We can modify the log messages display. We can select different options like information and error messages in log message display. Then we can route all these messages to a specified file that we want our log messages to be stored in it. We can clear this log file when we launch the SmartView file in future. Then we can also enable a profiling option which affects our performance quite severely, because enabling profiling option actually records all the function calls and all the activities that we do in the SmartView. So this stores the log messages and it stores all the functional calls that we perform in our worksheets. Then we can select language with which we want to see our SmartView working. We can also disable SmartView option from Outlook. We can reduce Excel file size. We can also improve metadata storage using improve metadata storage option. Then we can also enable use of double click for operations. If we disable, we won't require a double click for operation. Thanks for participating in the webinar. We will look forward to see you again in the webinars that will be conducted in future for Vedabi Global Services. For more information and for any query related to EPM and BI space, please contact on the email and mobile numbers provided in the contact us slide. Thank you.